actually relate to each other, and yeah, I mean, that whole kind of one-upmanship is just kind of like a playful way of, you know, being with each other. But we added a little bit to it, but it was, yeah, it was funny though. It was fun to shoot.
Hi, yeah, I had a question. It's a funny show, you know, there's times where you just start laughing and you just can't say your lines, or is there, who's the word for that?
Who are you looking at?
He's looking at me, I think. We do have a lot of fun on the show, absolutely. And, I mean, you know, David is hilarious, obviously, and David Hewlett is absolutely hilarious.
Even less hilarious.
No, but we're constantly, you know, making little cracks about what it is that we're doing. You have to, because we're doing a sci-fi show, which is a lot of fun, but also what we're doing is we're reacting to things that aren't there.
Absurd situations.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we really have to use our imagination and focus on stuff that our visual effects artists put into play afterwards. And I remember this, in the first season, we were all in the puddle jumper together, and there were explosions happening, and it was the first time that we had to react to the explosions in the puddle jumper. And it was, I can't remember who I think it was Martin Wood was directing it. He was like, and boom! And I went this way, and Joe went this way, and Ringo went this way, and David did this. And I was like, oh my God! But it was hilarious, and so those moments happen all the time, and we have a lot of fun with it. But we have to realize that, you know, when we do those types of explosions, we all have to look at each other and say, which way are you going to go? We're that way, okay? So
let's all fall from that stuff. Sorry, you heard of block shooting? What block shooting is? Block shooting is, and we do a lot in the puddle jumper, where the cameras are outside of the windshield, for example, and they're pointed in on us. And the puddle jumper will be flying throughout the episode and various things. So what they'll do is they'll do scene 32, 47, 58, 79, with the camera looking into the puddle jumper, and they film it all at once. The camera can stop. So it's filming, and then you're doing the one thing, and then the next thing, and then the next thing that you know, and then the third thing, all in one take. All in one take, which is then edited and put into different parts of the episode.
So you have to have a sense of humor.
So you have to, yeah, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning. So.
I don't know, who's the worst? So many things. Like Joe, we were doing this scene, we were outdoors, and poor Paul had a knapsack on. You know, he's a doctor, and he's got to have all his medical equipment with him, and we had to keep walking up this hill over and over and over again. And Paul would put his knapsack down between takes, and Joe would put a rock in it. Then we'd do another take, and then Joe would put another rock in it. And Paul was like, God, how many times do we have to do this? I don't know, you guys, but I'm really tired. And no one told Paul until we finished shooting that means that there are copious amounts of boulders in his too. That happened. I was up a tree in one episode, and I had my gun poised, and I couldn't really move because I was balanced on this branch, and all the guys were below me. And once they got action, sticks were thrown and twigs, and it's on me, and I've got to react, and I can't, you know, pay any attention to the fact that the boys below me are doing all kinds of horrendous things to like break my concentration. But you know, so I mean, stuff like that.
Paul's the worst for that. When he's off camera, he's just you're doing a scene and he's off camera and going. So yeah, and you have to be very serious. We're in the kettle. You'll just send the razor. That's where they cut it out.
Yeah. Jason's like a Great Dane puppy who just likes to beat you around and tackle you and throw you over his shoulder
It's up to you.
all the time.